Welcome to Globewise Entertainment. Today, we're venturing to the wild frontiers of the galaxy with 10 space westerns worth watching and watching again. From rugged outlaws and daring space crews to epic starship battles and dusty frontier towns, these films perfectly blend the thrill of the Wild West with the endless possibilities of outer space. If you haven't subscribed to Globewise Entertainment yet, hit that subscribe button now and join our community of movie lovers. And we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments which space western is your all-time favorite. Get ready, because adventure awaits among the stars. 1. Outland, 1981. The Dark Side of the Moon. Imagine the lawless frontier, not on the dusty plains of the Old West, but on a mining colony orbiting Jupiter's moon, Io. Outland catapults the classic Western showdown into zero gravity, delivering suspense, action, and a bleakly atmospheric sci-fi setting. Sean Connery stars as Marshal William O'Neill, a lone lawman sent to restore order on a colony where miners are mysteriously dying from drug-related side effects. The tension is palpable as O'Neill uncovers corruption, battles corporate greed, and faces morally ambiguous choices, all under the stark alien skies of Io. What makes Outland so gripping is its masterful combination of Western tropes with sci-fi thrills. The slow burn tension, the shootouts in low gravity, and Connery's commanding presence keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Even decades later, it remains a standout example of how the frontier can exist anywhere, even in the void of space. If you're a fan of suspenseful showdowns, morally complex heroes, and a setting that feels both futuristic and claustrophobically real, Outland isn't just worth watching, it's worth watching again. With its cult status and Sean Connery star power, Outland appeals to classic film lovers, sci-fi fans, and Western aficionados alike. Ads about streaming services, Blu-ray collectors, and retro sci-fi channels will thrive here. 2. Galaxina, 1980. Blast off into a cosmic roller coaster with Galaxina, the cult classic that mixes space adventure with a cheeky sense of humor. This 1980 sci-fi gem is like Star Wars meets Saturday morning cartoons, but with an edge. The story follows the futuristic spaceship patrol, led by the charming yet clumsy Captain Cornelius, as they navigate the galaxy's wackiest criminals, robots, and interstellar oddities. But the real star? Galaxina herself, the highly advanced female android, played with style and sass. Her interactions with the crew add both heart and laughs, creating a dynamic that's equal parts action and comedy. With over-the-top villains, explosive space battles, and tongue-in-cheek one-liners, this film proves that you don't need a blockbuster budget to deliver a memorable space western adventure. Why it's worth watching, and watching again. Galaxina has that rare blend of nostalgic charm and quirky humor that keeps fans coming back for decades. It's campy, it's bold, and it's unapologetically 1980s sci-fi, making it a must-see for any space western enthusiast. Fun fact for viewers: despite its low budget, Galaxina inspired a whole generation of cult sci-fi fans and is still celebrated at retro film festivals today. 3. The American Astronaut, 2001. Imagine a universe where spaghetti westerns collide with retro-futuristic sci-fi, set to the rhythm of quirky, offbeat musical numbers. That's The American Astronaut, for you, a true cult classic that defies traditional genre boundaries. Directed by Corey Maccabee, this 2001 gem tells the story of Amos, a space-traveling piano player with a heart as big as the galaxy. Set in a lonely, surreal cosmos, the film follows Amos as he navigates bizarre adventures, oddball characters, and interstellar duels, all while searching for the woman he loves. Its blend of deadpan humor, eerie aesthetics, and spontaneous song breaks gives it a timeless charm that keeps fans coming back. Why should you watch it? Because The American Astronaut isn't just a movie, it's an experience. Every frame is packed with imaginative visuals, every line of dialogue dances on the edge of absurdity, and every musical number surprises in ways you won't expect. It's the perfect pick for anyone who loves their westerns with a cosmic twist and a touch of eccentric genius. So if you're looking for a space western that feels like nothing else out there, one that rewards repeat viewings and sparks conversations, you can't miss The American Astronaut. A quirky, unforgettable ride through the stars awaits. For Oblivion, 1994. Imagine a frontier not on Earth, but floating in the void of space. Oblivion, 1994, captures the gritty essence of a space western, blending high-stakes adventure with that classic lawless frontier spirit. Set on a distant, colonized planet, the film follows a rugged bounty hunter navigating dangerous terrain, ruthless outlaws, and a world where survival means trusting no one, not even the people you're supposed to work with. What makes Oblivion stand out is its unique mix of Western tropes, dusty standoffs, moral ambiguity, and lone hero bravado, transplanted into a futuristic landscape. The visual design is a treat: neon-lit settlements under alien skies, dusty canyons on far-off worlds, and laser pistols that feel like six-shooters with a high-tech twist. Every showdown is tense, every betrayal hits hard, and the story keeps you hooked from start to finish. Even decades later, Oblivion remains a gem for fans of space westerns. It's one of those movies that rewards rewatching, each time revealing clever details in its world-building and character choices. If you're a fan of space adventures with a Wild West heart, this one is impossible to overlook. 5. Space Hunter: Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, 1983. Strap in for a wild ride through one of the quirkiest and most thrilling space westerns of the 80s. Space Hunter: Adventures in the Forbidden Zone takes viewers to the lawless wastelands of a distant planet where danger lurks at every turn. Starring the rugged Peter Strauss as the bounty hunter Wolf, this movie blends the high-octane action of classic westerns with dazzling, neon-soaked sci-fi landscapes that only the early 80s could deliver. When Wolf embarks on a daring mission to rescue 3 women trapped in a nightmarish city ruled by the villainous Overdog, he confronts mutant gangs, robotic enforcers, and a host of eccentric characters that make this film unforgettable. Sylvia Crystal adds a touch of elegance and mystery, while Michael Ironside brings his signature intensity, elevating the stakes with each pulse-pounding confrontation. What makes Space Hunter worth revisiting isn't just its outrageous costumes or out-of-this-world set design. It's the perfect mix of humor, heart, and heroic grit that makes you root for Wolf every step of the way. It's a film that dares to be both campy and epic, a true cult classic that keeps fans coming back for more. If you love a film where laser guns meet tumbleweeds, mutants meet showdowns, and space meets the Wild West, Space Hunter: Adventures in the Forbidden Zone is a must-watch and watch again. 6. The Ice Pirates, 1984. Cosmic chaos meets swashbuckling fun. Imagine a galaxy where water is more precious than gold, and pirates aren't just rebels, they're heroes with a sense of humor. That's the wild, unpredictable universe of The Ice Pirates, 1984, a film that mixes the lawlessness of the Old West with the infinite possibilities of space. Set in a distant future where water has become a rare and valuable commodity, the film follows a ragtag crew of space pirates led by Jason, Robert Urich, a charming rogue who'll stop at nothing to get his hands on the galaxy's most coveted treasure. With a blend of slapstick comedy, sword fights in zero gravity, and interstellar chases, The Ice Pirates turns the typical space opera on its head. It's not just a fight for survival, it's a race for adventure, love, and a few laughs along the way. What makes The Ice Pirates truly memorable isn't just its over-the-top antics or cheeky sense of humor, it's the way it effortlessly combines the thrill of a Western heist with the wonder of sci-fi spectacle. From laser pistols that feel like six-shooters to space battles that echo old frontier shootouts, every frame is a love letter to both genres. For fans of cult classics, The Ice Pirates is a must-watch, not just once, but again and again. Its outrageous energy, unique world-building, and sheer audacity ensure it's a film you'll remember long after the credits roll. So if you're ready for a space adventure that's equal parts Wild West and cosmic comedy, set your course for the Ice Pirates, where the only rule is to have fun and maybe steal a little ice along the way. 7. Moon 02, 1969. Imagine a future where the moon is the Wild West of space, lawless, glittering with gold, and full of opportunists ready to stake their claim. That's the world of Moon 02, a 1969 British sci-fi gem that dares to mix cowboy grit with space-age spectacle. The story follows Sam Paxton, a rugged lunar prospector with a nose for valuable moon rocks, who discovers that the moon isn't just a place for mining, it's a battleground of greed, betrayal, and high-stakes adventure. With deadly rivals on his tail, Paxton must navigate moon dust shootouts, futuristic gadgets, and the occasional betrayal from the woman he trusts most. What makes Moon 02 unforgettable is its quirky charm. The sets, though clearly of the 60s, ooze a retro-futuristic style that feels like the moon was always meant to host wild duels and space chases. The film blends humor, suspense, and sci-fi wonder, making it a space western that's as fun to revisit today as it was over 50 years ago. Whether you're a fan of classic sci-fi, vintage space adventures, or just love the idea of cowboys with laser guns, Moon 02 is a hidden gem that deserves a spot in your collection. And yes, watching it again gives you an extra dose of nostalgia and campy excitement that's pure cinematic gold. 8. Metalstorm, The Destruction of Jaredson, 1983. Buckle up, space cowboys. Metalstorm, The Destruction of Jaredson blasts onto the scene as one of the wildest, weirdest space westerns of the early 80s. Imagine a desert planet, laser pistols, mutant sorcerers, and enough neon-studded action to make your head spin. The film follows Dogan, a lone intergalactic marshal, who must hunt down the evil Jaredson, a menacing figure with psychic powers and a gang of ruthless outlaws. What makes this one unforgettable is its audacious mix of genres, part spaghetti western, part sci-fi spectacle, with surreal creatures and psychedelic landscapes that feel ripped straight from a comic book. Every gunfight and laser shootout is larger than life, and the stakes? Saving a planet from a tyrant with powers that would make even the most hardened space pirate quake. Even decades later, Metalstorm has a cult following, not just for its over-the-top visuals and quirky plot, but for its sheer, unrestrained entertainment value. It's a perfect example of a film that may have been campy in its day but now shines as a beloved classic, ideal for viewers who love a mix of action, adventure, and a dash of cosmic weirdness. So, if you're ready for a ride through desert canyons with laser guns blazing and psychic battles that defy imagination, Metalstorm, The Destruction of Jaredson is your ticket to an unforgettable space western adventure. 9. Battle Beyond the Stars, 1980. When it comes to cosmic showdowns with a Wild West flair, Battle Beyond the Stars is a shining example of 1980s space extravagance. Directed by Jimmy T. Murakami and produced by the legendary Roger Corman, this cult classic is essentially the Magnificent Seven in outer space. The story follows Shad, a young hero tasked with protecting the peaceful planet Akir from the ruthless warlord Sadr. To do this, Shad assembles a ragtag crew of interstellar gunslingers, each with unique abilities, personalities, and pasts, ranging from the charming mercenary cowboy to the mysterious telepath Nestor. The mix of humor, action, and heartfelt camaraderie makes every moment feel like a space adventure version of a frontier tale. One of the movie's greatest strengths is its practical effects and imaginative visuals. The colorful alien worlds, sleek starships, and over-the-top space battles may look retro by today's standards, but that's part of its charm. Composer James Horner delivers a sweeping, epic score that gives the film a cinematic gravitas rivaling bigger-budget sci-fi epics. Despite being a B-movie, Battle Beyond the Stars has earned a devoted fan following over the decades. Its blend of classic Western themes, space opera action, and quirky humor makes it endlessly rewatchable for fans of the genre. If you love underdog heroes, high-stakes duels, and cosmic showdowns, this film deserves a spot on your watch list, and a rewatch or two. Pro tip for viewers: Keep an eye out for its legendary spaceship designs and the cameo of Robert Vaughn, linking it back to its Western inspiration. This is a space Western that truly captures the frontier spirit, just with laser guns. 10. Serenity, 2005. Imagine a future where the frontier of space isn't just vast, it's lawless. That's exactly the universe Joss Whedon invites us into with Serenity, a film that's part space opera, part classic Western, and all heart. This movie is the cinematic continuation of the cult favorite TV series Firefly, but it stands alone as a thrilling, action-packed adventure that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Captain Malcolm Reynolds, played by Nathan Fillion, leads the ragtag crew of the Firefly-class ship Serenity as they navigate the dangerous fringes of the galaxy. With bounty hunters on their trail, morally gray choices to make, and a mysterious girl named River with secrets that could topple the interplanetary government, every moment feels tense, unpredictable, and deeply human. What makes Serenity unforgettable is its perfect blend of genres. The gunfights, saloons, and rugged outlaws of the Wild West collide seamlessly with futuristic tech, starships, and interstellar politics. The dialogue is witty, the stakes are high, and the characters are some of the most memorable in sci-fi history. Fans return to this film again and again, not just for the action, but for the camaraderie, the humor, and the bittersweet beauty of a crew fighting for freedom in a galaxy that often seems stacked against them. If you love stories that mix the dusty grit of a Western with the endless possibilities of space, Serenity isn't just a movie you watch, it's an experience you live. And trust us, every rewatch uncovers new layers, from clever nods to Firefly fans to subtle character moments that make you root even harder for the underdogs. Thanks for watching Globewise Entertainment. Those were 10 space westerns worth watching and watching again. A perfect mix of dusty frontiers, starship adventures, and unforgettable characters. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing your picks. If you haven't subscribed to Globewise Entertainment yet, hit that subscribe button now and join our movie-loving community. Don't forget to like this video and turn on notifications so you never miss our deep dives into the best films, hidden gems, and cinematic classics from every corner of the galaxy. Until next time, keep exploring, keep watching, and keep loving movies.